Going on, guys, this is Andy and we are here in our favorite zone, back at you with another episode of In this episode, I'm going to be talking about this myth. Diet drinks makes me fat. Diet drinks don't work and they are bad for your health. Now, first of all, where did this idea come from? I believe it came from this information circling around the media saying that diet sodas cause cancer, specifically the artificial sweetener called aspartame. First of all, I'm just gonna bust this one right now. Aspartame taken at a normal dosage, now as a regular person drinking your diet sodas, there is no evidence supporting that aspartame causes cancer. So what was the actual study then? Well, in the actual study, the scientists put aspartame into lab rats at a dosage that's impossible for normal people to drink and found that it caused cancer. So the conclusion is Okay, so what about the saying that diet sodas are just as bad as sugary sodas? If not, they cause more obesity or more overweight. Okay, so there are studies that showed links between diet sodas and obesity. The fact of the matter we know is that obesity and overweight is being caused by a caloric surplus. Now, links and associations don't mean causation, and I think people should realize that. Just because your grandma often makes cookies when it's rainy doesn't mean the rain caused your grandma to make cookies. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, the truth is, it comes down to here. Whether or not you want to lose weight and whether or not you're informed on how to do that properly. I doubt that the people that's in the studies are all experts in fat loss. If they were, they wouldn't be, overweight participants in the first place. So what happened was that these people need their sugar fix. So if they're not gonna get the sugar from diet drinks, they're gonna go get it from elsewhere. And I think at the end of the day, they were still in a caloric surplus. Okay, now that you guys are informed as to the real truth behind those studies, I want to tell you the actual problem that I have with this. People are looking for excuses so that they can go ahead and tell themselves that it's okay to have these soda, it's okay to have the sugary drinks. And the truth is, yes, there is no one single food that will make you fat, but it's the habit that will eventually accumulate into a calorie surplus, which in turn then will make you fat. The usual tip I give for people who are trying to lose fat is to not drink your calories. And the reason being, if you're trying to get into a calorie deficit, your body's not gonna like that. Your body's gonna think, oh, I'm in a calorie deficit, therefore I have less energy, less food, we're gonna die. Your body is gonna give you a difficult time. So because of that, you want to keep your body as satiated as possible with the food choices. And we all know that liquid foods are less satiating than solid foods. That's why I usually recommend that you don't spend your calories on liquid foods. So if you're drinking sugary sodas and sugary drinks all the time, well, you're spending calories on things that basically don't make you full. So I'm not saying that you can't have a sugary drink once in a while, but if you are always having them and you're in the habit that whenever you eat food you gotta have like a Coke or something, then we got a problem, because that's gonna make it almost next to impossible to keep your body feeling satiated. Diet sodas are a great tool to keep you feeling satiated while not spending any calories. And personally, I use diet sodas sometimes as replacements for beverages, and I think carbonated drinks keep me feeling full. Okay, and the last point I want to raise is that people think that diet drinks aren't healthy because once you drink it, it could spike your insulin, and because there is no actual calories involved, your insulin is basically going to be like, where's the food that I'm supposed to be here to store? And people think that that will actually increase insulin resistance and cause type 2 diabetes. Now, let me tell you that that's not true. Studies have shown that it's not the sweetness in the drinks that will raise the insulin, but the actual chemical compound of the food. So if you drink diet drinks, that itself is not going to spike any insulin. So you guys can just be rest assured that diet drinks aren't going to cause type 2 diabetes. Alright, so that brings us to the end of this episode. The conclusion here is that diet drinks are great substitutes if you are wanting to lose weight and you don't want to spend your calories on liquid beverages. But by itself, it's not any magic pill to guarantee weight loss, unless your overall calorie is in check. And yes, if you do drink sugary beverages, but you still keep your calories in check, that's no problem. You can, enjoy the things that you like once in a while, as long as your calories are in check. All right, so hope you guys like hearing the truth. And if you think that somebody needs to hear this, make sure to share this video with that person. And if you guys like being in the no BS zone, then tap that follow button for more. All right, stay tuned for the next one, guys.